Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Brianna Janae here. If you are a new subscriber, make sure you guys go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up. Also turn on my post notifications so you are notified when I post a video first. Also hit that subscribe button, join the family guys. We are gonna grow this year. That is our goal. We're gonna be doing giveaways every time we hit a goal. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button because you wanna be notified for that. You wanna get a chance to get that giveaway prize. I don't know what it is yet, but we're gonna figure it out. 2019, this is going to be my first video of 2019. I told you guys that I wanted to have a schedule for Monday and Friday, so that you guys see me at the beginning of the week and you guys see me at the end of the week, which is my goal, what I was going for. I want to make sure you guys at least get to see me twice a week. So we are back, but today I thought that I would come at you guys with a story time, which is actually so freaking crazy because I thought of the story time and I was like, oh my god, I never told the story time on my channel. Why did I not tell this story time on my channel? Because I forgot. I don't know, but yeah, I was like, let me go ahead and tell this story time. It's a really good one. It's gonna be about the time that one of my friends in middle school, who I don't speak to anymore, that was like back then, got into a fight with a girl and ended up like getting knocked out, not by fighting, but like knocked out by hitting her head on the ground. And then like, oh my god, so much happened. So into that story time, make sure you guys follow all my social medias. You know I always post there and here. And yeah guys, let's go ahead and jump right on into this story time. Alright guys, so this story time takes place in middle school. I believe I was in 7th grade, 7th or 8th grade, I can't really remember, but it was one of those two. And this was around the time where like fighting was like the thing. Like if you got into it with someone, like you fought them, which sounds really bad, but like it was like little petty middle school drama. So it was around that time, and I remember I was actually really good friends with both of these girls. At one point I was super friends with this girl. We'll call her Marie. And then I was really friends with this girl, with this other girl who was in the fight, and we are gonna call her Caitlin. So Caitlin and Marie. So I was really good friends with both of them. At this point though, me and Marie, in 6th grade, we were actually really close. I used to always go spend the night at her house and like hang out. Like it was a big group of us. But somehow like she just got into this mode of like being negative, and we were just like, girl, no, like we cannot be friends with you no more. So we stopped being friends with her, and it wasn't like on no beef or anything, but I was just like, I can't be around this negativity, like no. So we didn't talk as much. And then Caitlin, we were cool. We hung out with a big group of girls. It was me, Caitlin, we'll call the other girl Rachel, and the other girl Peaches. That's who we hung out with at that point. So Rachel, Caitlin, Peaches, and myself were really cool. So I remember this day. It was a regular day, and I was waiting. I remember it was a regular day. This transpired all throughout the day, and mind you, it really had nothing to do with me. I wasn't involved in it, but you wait like on the side of the middle school. Everybody waits there. You either take the bus or you wait for your friends to meet up so you guys can walk home, or you wait for your parents, yada yada yada, besides the point. So we're all waiting out there, and they're just like, I was gonna walk home and I was gonna meet up with my friend Kay, and we were gonna go home. So at this point I see like a big group of people coming out, and I'm just like, what, like what's going on, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and there was like commotion, and they were just like, Caitlin and Marie are gonna fight. And at this point, honestly, it had nothing to do with me, y'all, like at all. But I was just like, you know what, I don't really like Marie right now because she's negative, so I'm gonna go watch this fight with Kay and record it. It sounds so bad, you should really stop fights, but yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go record it so I can have it on my phone and show everybody, whatever. But I'm on Caitlin's side, so that's who I'm gonna go see the fight for. So there's this park that we would always fight at. Usually it was called Roach Park, but we didn't want to fight there because like that's like a main area. I mean, cars are constantly passing everywhere, so we're like, someone's gonna call the cops, so we're gonna go somewhere else. So I forgot who said it, but they were like, yeah, we can go fight at this apartment complex. We can go fight at this apartment complex. There's like a little playground area. They can fight there. So we were just like, okay, like everybody's like, yeah, we want to see this fight, so that's where we're gonna fight. So it really wasn't that far of a walk. I want to say maybe it was like a 10-minute walk. So as we're walking, I'm getting the details like, so why do you guys want to fight each other? Well, Marie said this about me. She gave me an attitude in class, something so petty, I believe it was. Like, she gave me an attitude in class, so I'm gonna fight her. So I'm just like, yeah, like no, like she always, like, my thing was, Marie was cool, but she just got into, like I said, that point where she was so negative. She fought Peaches one time. And Peaches, the only reason people are saying that Peaches lost is because Marie pulled her shirt, her bra off. So of course your first reaction is to be like, let me cover myself up. So in my opinion, I don't really think it was over an attitude. I think it was more Caitlyn being like, Peaches is my girl, so if you think that you beat her ass, then fight me. So, which is so bad, like it's so, no, you know what I mean? But that's just how we were back then. So I think that was more of what it was, like, okay, you think you could be everybody's ass, Marie, well then fight me. But mind you, this was Caitlyn's first fight. I didn't know that. I thought Caitlyn had been and fought, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So we eventually get to the apartment complex and it's time for them to start fighting. So like they did not want to fight each other. Like you guys know like when you want to fight but then like you're scared a little bit, like to start it, like how does it start? So like you guys stand right here and we're like, okay, you stand here, Caitlyn, you stand here, Marie, we're gonna push you guys into each other, then that's how you guys start fighting. Like, okay, so that's what we did. We pushed them into each other. They fought one round. It was pretty much even. I mean, it wasn't like one got over on the other, it was kind of even, but they were fighting, ended up, you know, you end up on top of each other, pulling each other's hair. So we're like, all right, you guys both get back up, square up again. Like, we're not gonna have this pulling hair stuff. Like, no, this needs to be a fight. So we stand them back up, and at this point it's time for round two. We push them into each other again. They're fighting. It's actually kind of even, and then I'm not gonna lie, Marie starts, you know, tagging Caitlyn a little bit. And mind you, it was Caitlyn's first fight, so I do understand, like, you know, you don't really know what you're going into when it's your first fight. So it's either you're gonna win or you're gonna lose, but everybody's gonna lose a fight. You win some, you lose some, you live to fight another day. You know what I'm saying? So Caitlyn started losing. Marie got on top of her and they were still fighting. So like, you know, no one's breaking it up at this point because it's still pretty fair. They're both throwing punches. Well, you know how like the swing sets are like this? These are the two legs, right? And then the swings in between. So here are the two legs. They're fighting. Marie is on top of Caitlyn. Out of freaking nowhere, she grabs her hair, picks up her head, and boom, boom, slaps it on one of those poles, like the sticks, and is like banging her head. And we all like freak out at that point. We're like, yo, like what the fuck? Hold up. No, that is just over the top. Like now you're and it'd be different if she fell back and hit her head, like okay, then you guys stop. No, Maria intentionally grabbed her hair and was banging it, which I know people are gonna be like, hey, it's a fight, anything go. I get that, but this was like not even that serious. Like you don't intentionally go and bang somebody's head on concrete to knock them out. So at this point we're all running, grabbing Marie's arms, pulling her off of Caitlyn, because Caitlyn literally, like when she did it like the third time, like it was like boom, 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 and we were just like, what the fuck? Like bro, like no, like what are you doing? Don't do that. So everybody's pulling them off, and as soon as she did it, like Caitlyn got up, but she was like super woozy. You could see it in her face. She was just like, whoa. So she like kind of wobbled to the side. So we were just like, bro, like, oh my God, like this girl, like please do not die, do not pass out. But like she was like stumbling because she did hit her head pretty hard. And then like a lot of people like on Marie's side, because she had like 2 or 3 people with her, they're gonna be like, oh, she's faking, she's mad because she lost, she's like hyping it up. We're like, bro, you don't know like what you did banging her head on like that pole. Like no, I don't think she was faking. I really don't. So she's like wobbling, whatever. We're all pissed, and finally like that made me mad because I'm like, I saw you intentionally do it. So Marie starts walking away and I'm like taking my stuff off. I'm like, oh hell no, bitch. I was like, you can fight me. Like you intentionally banged Caitlyn's head on the freaking swing pole. What the fuck is wrong with you? And she was just like, no, I don't want no problems, I'm going home. So we're all following her because she lived, it's Roach Park, and then like across the street was her house, literally. Like here's her house, here's the park. So she like cut through the apartment complex and was like walking to Roach Park. We're all following her like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you, Marie? She ends up being like, no, I'm not gonna fight you guys, like whatever, and she goes in her house. So we think like everything is all over. Mind you, Caitlyn is still a little woozy, so we're trying to make sure she's good. Out of nowhere, literally her mom and her stepdad or whatever come outside, and he's like all hype with all of us, like fuck all you little bitches, da 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 da, like just talking shit to us, like, oh, y'all are trying to jump my daughter. And we're like, we're not trying to jump her. She fought this girl and banged her head into a pole on purpose. And he was literally like, well, oh well, that's what happens in a fight. It's not what, like you're supposed to be fair? Like no. And I was like, I understand a fight is a fight, but she intentionally did it like 3 or 4 times and she wasn't losing. It'd be different if she was losing and she needs to get her off of her. She was like winning this fight. So bro, no. And he was just cussing at all of us, and then he just comes up to us and he goes, y'all all need to shut the fuck up. I went to jail for raping little bitches like you in prison. And we were like, what? Bro, like we went off like, we'll call her Michelle. She went off, like, because like we all were like, why the fuck would you say that you rape little girls like us? Like, that's disgusting, and that's your stepdad, and that's your man. Like, that's what because the mom was like, oh no, let's go inside. I was like that's your man? Like, you're proud to stand by that? That's disgusting. And I was like, I'm calling my brother, because we literally lived like not even 5 minutes away. Like, this was, when you went to this middle school, everybody kind of lived like super close to each other. So I called my brother, like, oh, this dude's out here cussing at us, saying that he rapes little girls like us in prison. And my brother was just like, oh hell no, I am on my way. So he started walking over there. At this point, by the time my brother got there, Marie, her mom, like, they all were like, no, we're going inside, this is over, like, nobody's gonna fight no more, don't come at my daughter, blah 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 blah. And we're all just sitting there pissed. So my brother gets there like, no, where's he at, and I was like, honestly, like, he already went inside, but thank you for coming, because my brother was finna come out there and, you know, do some damage. Because, bro, like, don't talk to like little 8th graders like that. You're like 40, like, what is wrong with you? So yeah, my brother's like, all right, you're good. Because I started noticing that Caitlin was still super woozy. So we were like, okay, we need to get her home, like, and tell her mom like what's going on. So my brother's like, are you good? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go with Caitlin, Peaches, and Rachel. We're gonna go make sure Caitlin is good. So he's like, okay. So he ends up leaving. We walk her home, guys. So like, we had to hold her up because like, she's like, my head's hurting, like I keep seeing like stars, like. So we get her to her mom's house, and she lays on the couch and she wants to fall asleep, and we're like, oh no, like her mom is freaking out too, like what happened? We're like, she got in a fight, this girl slammed her head on purpose, like, oh my god, we're freaking out. So she starts like nodding off, and we're just like, Caitlin, you cannot go to sleep, like, you just hit your head, you cannot go to sleep. So her mom starts freaking out. She just calls 911. She's like, I'm calling 911, my daughter's passing out, I'm calling 911. So they come, the firefighters, everything comes to her house, and they're putting her on the stretcher because they're like, she could have a concussion, so we need to go ahead and take her to the hospital. So we're all freaking out, like, oh my god, like, we don't want her to die, we don't want anything, head damage or anything. So I remember Peaches ended up telling the firefighter, they're like, what happened? We're like, oh, she got in a fight. Like, Peaches pulled out her phone and was trying to show the firefighter, like, yeah, this is what happened, we got into a fight, like, this part right here is where this girl hit her head. And the firefighter was pissed. He was like, you guys sat there and recorded the fight, let her get her head banged in, and you guys wanted to record it? Like, what is wrong with you guys? And at first I was kind of like, bro, like, don't be coming at me, like, we calling you for help, like, you don't judge me, you ain't my daddy, don't be judging me. But then, like, looking back at it now, he was just like, you guys could have prevented this. Instead of recording the fight, what if she would have passed out and never woke up? You guys would have felt so bad. And I was like, you know what, he's right, we shouldn't have even recorded it, we shouldn't have even let them fight, because it wasn't that serious. So yeah, he got on us, he was like, that is just like, you guys need to delete that video. He was telling Peaches. And I had it too, but I was just like, I ain't finna show him that I recorded it, because I'm already getting yelled at. He ain't even my daddy, but I'm scared. So yeah, they ended up taking her to the hospital. We kept getting updates on her. They said she was fine. It was like a minor, small concussion. They asked her if she wanted to press charges. She said no. We waited like a day or two, and then she got home, and then we went and like brought her flowers and balloons and just checked on her. And overall, she was fine. She ended up coming back to school. The beef was squashed. Marie actually left that school. She didn't come back. I think her mom pulled her. I don't know why, but she did. So her mom pulled her from the school, and we really didn't see her after that. And Caitlin was fine. But the moral of the story is, fighting is kind of dumb. Like, if you don't have to fight, no one puts their hands on you, do not fight, guys, because it's not worth it. Look what happened to one of my friends just for fighting over something dumb. So the story of the time that happened, it was a crazy day. Hope you guys enjoyed that story. It was crazy. I got plenty more story times coming your way, guys. Don't you worry, don't you fret. Yeah, that's gonna bring the story time to an end though, guys. If you guys do want to hear any more story times or see any more videos from me, then make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on my post notifications, and you will be notified when I post a video first. And yeah, guys, I will see you guys in my next video. All right, bye, guys.